Hey guys, Andres Gambo here with another Pointing Express short. And in this video, we're talking to Simon, and he answers the question: is it easy to live in the US? He talks about the benefits of living in Europe in 2022 and just a general outsider view on the USA. Now, Simon lives in Poland, and he has been a bookman for a very long time. He sold in the mid 2000s, and he was able to sit down with us. If you guys want to check out the full conversation, make sure you guys click up here. It was a phenomenal conversation. He has really good stuff going in Poland, and also in helping with the Ukraine situation that is currently happening, unfortunately, in Eastern Europe. So if you guys want to learn more about that, make sure you click on that link there. Of course, if you guys like these shorts, make sure you guys subscribe. Follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify for full episodes, and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to see more of these up and coming on your feed. We're going to be releasing these every day. So hope you guys enjoy.
To be totally frank, the experience I had actually turned me down on living in US, just because there's a lot of possibilities, but there's a lot of challenges at the same time. Like, if you think about it, like, we've been helping with education. We get free education here in Poland, one of the
Yeah.
top universities across Europe or in the world. Like, top engineers, top scientists. A lot of the ones that are working in Tesla, SpaceX are Polish. They were educated here in Poland. They finished education in
Mhm.
US, right? So that's one thing. Another thing is the medical system. Like, when
Yeah.
I got sick in US, it sucked, right? When I got sick in Poland, yeah, or in Europe in general, you don't have to worry about that. And then there's many things, right? So I did the calculation, and we've been thinking with my wife already a couple times, like, should we even move to England? Should we move to UK, or should we live here? But then COVID and, like, in general, the whole situation helped a lot, because I started doing remote work before it was sexy, right? But
Mm.
but now, like, it doesn't matter. I can work for an U.S. company. I can work with U.S. clients and live in Poland, and I can spend the money that I make in U.S. I can spend it here, which, the country is cheaper. There's more culture. Sorry to say that, but if
No,
if you're
there
thinking
is.
about, like,
There is.
yeah,
You have a
yeah,
beer
yeah,
from
yeah.
1768. Like,
And this
yes,
is not
there's
the
more
oldest one.
culture.
This is not the oldest.
Yeah,
This was the first one
exactly.
I took from the shelf, right? So
Exactly. You have
there's
you have
probably
you have
older
shit
ones.
there that's like, you just mentioned the USSR and the Berlin Wall falling. Like, that
Uh-huh.
alone is enough culture to talk about for not that we don't have culture, but come on. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
have
yeah, 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 yeah.
culture.
So it's like really deep, right? Like, and even like last week, I met with my friend from Romania, and we started discussing history, and it's so crazy because, like, literally, what, 500, 600 years ago, Poland was like one of the biggest countries in Europe, like the Polish Lithuanian Commonwealth. So we were spreading from where today we have Estonia all the way down to the Black Sea, like, big parts of Ukraine as well. And on the left side we
Oh,
had Germany, and on the right side there was this little thing called Russia, which wasn't that
yeah.
big at that time. So
Fuck those
so
guys. I'm just kidding. It's fuck
so
some of those guys.
well, the bad ones.
The bad ones. You know who you are.
Yeah, I see you. I see you. So
That's
yeah,
wild.
like,
Huge.
if you go back, you can find so many cool things. Like, even right now, I have a client, which sometimes we do get clients which are not in the high tech. This is a client. It's a salt mine, which is a kind of like a museum as well. It's 750 years old. So you can come to Poland and sightsee a salt mine, which is 750 years old, and you can see how they would dig out the salt 500, 600 years ago, how they did it 200 years ago, and how they do it now, right? And there's, like, miles
Crazy.
of corridors underground which were dig out, like, with their bare hands. And I don't know if there's a lot of it in US.
No,
Right?
not from 750 years ago. There's not much from seven. I mean, there's people who have heritage from 750 years ago, but as we discussed at the beginning,
Yeah,
uh,
we had the conversation.
it's kind of
Yeah,
rough.
but Columba.
It's
Yeah,
rough,
but
rough for
Columba.
them. Yeah, that's Columba. That's right, baby. Fuck him. God damn.
Yeah. So that was the story. Like, we both decided, because my wife used to study in UK. So she has English education. She
Mm.
finished her college in UK. Then we had to make a decision. Are we settling and living in UK? Are we flying to US? Since I had US experience, her parents already live in US, but right now they're actually coming back. So even them, they're just retiring, and that's the thing with Polish people. Most of them, they want to come back, and it's just also like just being close to your country and patriotic. So and then I like it here. It's really cool. So
No, I understand. I mean, just you had me at universal healthcare
right.
and free education. You know, I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I just got a call. This is actually kind of full circle, and then we can get into ponytails.
Uh-huh.
I just got a phone call, oh, like 3 weeks ago, and I hadn't gotten
Mhm.
a phone call in a while from like this kind of stuff. But I guess I owe money to some hospital for my third summer when I was in the hospital. I didn't even know,
Hmm.
and they had been trying to call me, but I always thought it was a spam call, and I was like, "Oh, it's a
Yeah.
collection." I'm like, "Oh shit, I owe people money." Like, but it was only like 150 bucks. So I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, sure." Because I was in the hospital. I'm like, "Yeah, what
Uh-huh.
is it?" "Yeah, yeah, 150 bucks, whatever." I didn't even know though, but and I have student debt. So two of those things right now, where I'm like, still to this day, I'm like still
Yeah.
fucked up about because it's not free here. Which I'm not advocating for one or the other. This isn't to get political or anything. I'm just saying it is not like that where you are, which is
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
wild.
And then that's kind of the beauty of it, that a lot of people they do it, like they start their education here. And we do have really good education. Then the top people, they move out, they move to US, they move to UK, somewhere else. They start their career there, but after 10, 15 years they come back. And a lot of times they want to settle here because why not? Right? And of course, there's also this European pace of life. Like, to be honest, I don't want to have 100-person company. I'm fine with having 12 partners. We don't even have employees. I'm fine with having a foundation and sharing my time between, commercial time, which I'm paid for, and the foundation where I'm even putting a lot of time and money on top, right? So yeah, and
Yeah.
this is also something that keeps me in Europe. That I think we're just more chill.
Yeah. Plus the soccer's better or the football is better.
Yeah.